I want to thank Coach Hood for joining us here on the show in Cypress Bay, coming off a big win last week. You talked about starting to get things going and trying to start hot in these last couple of weeks. You started to put some points on the board. How'd you feel about coming off of that big win versus Terravella this past week here, Coach?
Felt really good. We needed the offense to get rolling. Quarterback threw 6 touchdowns in the first half, was able to sit the second half and, get ready for this week. So, we did what we were supposed to do. And now we got to, continue to build on it and get rolling for this week.
You talked about being able to throw the ball and be successful. Are there some? How do you feel about your offense now that we're 3 games away from the end of the regular season now? How do you feel about your offense and where you are as a team?
Feel good. I feel like we could be balanced. We could throw, we could run, we could put it all together. We got athletes at the receiver spots. We got a good O-line. We got a good quarterback. We got, committee of backs. So it's just putting it all together for a complete game. And, when we play better opponents with better talent, we got to do the same thing as we would do when we're playing lesser talent.
And you talk about playing better opponents and playing up to get, you got a tough one this week, obviously. District game. What are your goals and what are your keys for being able to come out of a game like this district game, especially with a win?
Yeah, I've just been preaching all week. It's about us. It's about what we're going to do. If we go out there and execute on offense, do our assignments on defense, we'll be just fine. They are a very talented team. They've had a lot of success in the past, and they've beaten us in the past. So, hats off to them and their coaching staff. But it's going to be a game. We're ready, and I know they're ready, and it's exciting. So we're getting ready for Friday, and we'll see what happens.
Defensively, you guys are playing well as well. Also, what do you like about your defense, and what have you been able to do these last couple of weeks to kind of get that defense going?
Yeah, just playing fast, everyone to the ball. We've been having a lot of work and practice of attacking the football. We forced, I think, three fumbles in the last game, had a pick. It's just getting to the football, rallying, and, making sure we secure the tackles, 11 men to the football, wherever the ball, ends up going. And by doing that, we should be in a good spot.
Couple weeks left. We said you got Western, you got Cooper City, you got Hallandale finishing up your season. You want to be. What are the things that you want to be able to say? Hey, by these last 3 weeks, we've accomplished this, so we're ready for the playoffs. What are some of those things?
You got to win. If we don't win all three of them, we might not get in the playoffs. So we got to
Yeah.
find a way to win all three. We'll take it just 1 week at a time, find a way to win this game, and then, handle the next two opponents. But must win Friday night. I think it's the biggest game that's been here last 3 to 4 years. There'll be a lot of people here. It's obviously our rival, and, they've had the upper hand the last few years. So we got to find a way to, play better than we have in the past versus them.
Last thing, we always talk about that player of the week and who stepped up. Let's talk Dave and Buster's player of the week. Send somebody over there to have a little fun. Who's player of the week from that Terravella game, Coach?
Probably have to give it to two guys. Our quarterback Logan, he threw six touchdowns in the game, and our receiver Jaden Menez, he caught 3 touchdowns. So kind of split it between those two guys.
I love it. I love being able to throw out two of them. So congratulations to those guys, Coach. And it makes
Thank
it a
you.
good week when we can give more and more of those away. So we'll talk to you obviously next week and see if we can't talk a lot more getting into the playoffs and let you guys get those 3 wins so we can talk Cypress Bay playoff football.
That's what we need. We got to find a way. So thank you for having us.
I love it. Absolutely. Have a good one. Good luck this week, Coach.
Thank you.